In today's video, I'm going to reveal the real reason why you may be feeling like you're not disciplined and exactly what you need to do in order to create better results in your life. If we haven't met, my name is Kai and I'm the CEO and the founder of The Quantum Coaches. Essentially what we do is we help our clients let go of who they've been in order to become who they truly are. And if you're watching this video, you've probably been hooked in by the headline, and that is the real reason why you aren't disciplined. And if that is you, if you are someone right now that feels undisciplined, acts undisciplined, or believes that they're undisciplined, this video is going to break down exactly what you need to do to start to create a life where you actually start to move towards the direction that you have for yourself. Now, I work with clients all over the world, and one client in particular that I'm thinking about recently asked me a question on a coaching call. And it was, Kai, why am I so undisciplined? You see, this person was a working professional. She worked quite a lot of hours. She also had other extracurricular activities that she wanted to pursue outside of work. And, she had hobbies and stuff as well. And at the same time, she wanted to build her dream business and create life based off the way that she deemed to be something better or something more satisfying or something more worthy. And when she asked me that question, Kai, why am I so undisciplined? The answer that I gave her actually really surprised her because it made her realize that she wasn't undisciplined at all. And the response that I gave her was, you are actually very disciplined. It's just that you have decided to be disciplined on other things. Which leads me to the very, very first topic, which is the truth. You see, the truth is you are disciplined. Despite what you may believe right now, you are disciplined. And the reason why I know this is because there are things that you do on a day-to-day basis where you don't have to be reminded to show up. You get your work done, you get your priorities in order, and you end up finishing the day somewhat accomplished. Let me break that down further. Maybe you're a working professional. Or maybe you're a university student. Maybe you're in a company and you're moving towards a progression in your career. Whatever the journey you are on right now, in order to be on that journey, you first had to be disciplined. Because if you weren't, you wouldn't be in the position that you're in right now. And so the truth is, you are disciplined. Except your discipline may be prioritizing other things. And in my client's case, what she was prioritizing more than the goals that she set for herself to build her dream business was her work, was her spirituality, was her extracurricular activities, and was her family. Now, if you're watching this, you probably resonate because, that's quite a normal thing. You work, and then after you work, you want to enjoy your life. And I believe that that is very important. But in a society that most of us live in today, where we are told to be sheep, we are told to, simply follow instructions, we are told to listen to orders, we are told to show up on time, what has happened is our belief within ourselves has been hijacked, and then it has been pushed into other things that have been told to us are more important. And there's a quote, and it's, if you are not going to build your own dream, eventually you'll build someone else's. If you are not going to build your own dream, eventually you will build someone else's. And so most people will build someone else's dream. Most people are in a 9-to-5, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being in a 9-to-5 if that is your passion. But if you're wanting to create something else and you're wanting to create something more, then putting all of your eggs in the basket of your 9-to-5 and wanting to create a business is just not going to happen. Like, it's just not going to happen. Because in your life, you only have 24 hours a day. And this graph represents your life. This graph represents from Sunday to Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And so we've got 24 hours in a day to spare. 8 of that, this purple squiggle boxes, represents 4 hours. And then the bottom boxes also represent 4 hours. So on an average day, you will sleep 8 hours a night. So you've only got 16 hours left. And then most people will work a 9-to-5. So the boxes in the middle represent 9-to-5. That basically leaves us with 8 hours left per day to live our lives. Now, if you don't work on Saturday and you don't work on Sunday, which most people in the West don't, then you've got even more than, the hours that you have been allocated on an average workday, because you have the weekend off to enjoy and to live your life. And if you have goals right now and you're not currently prioritizing your goals, it's because you haven't structured your life in a way which shows you and tells you and sets an example for you that your goals are actually important to you. In other words, you have not prioritized your goal, and instead you've prioritized other things outside of your goal. So, the structure of someone that is highly disciplined to move towards their goals. Now, note, I said highly disciplined to move towards their goals is because you are disciplined. But if you're wanting to move towards your goals, it requires discipline in the areas that you're wanting to pursue. So the structure is, simply put, putting time blocks in your calendar. I first learned to put time blocks in my calendar in my first role at a high-ticket coaching company. And prior to that, I would just live life knowing kind of what I needed to do in my head. And there's a problem with that. And it's that if you're simply thinking about what you need to do in your head rather than having it put down on a piece of paper or put down in a calendar, then what happens when other aspects of your life get in the way? You see, if we're not going to chase after our dreams, we're going to eventually chase after someone else's. If we're not going to prioritize us first, eventually we're going to prioritize someone else first. And I'm only saying this because most people that I speak to, most people that I work with are like mothers, parents, working professionals, they've got children, and they lead very, very busy lives. And very, very commonly, the issue that my clients face is that they have become accustomed to putting everyone else in their life first except for themselves. And if this resonates with you, I'm here to tell you that it's quite common. And the reason why people have become so used to putting everyone else before themselves is because they haven't actually valued the most valuable resource that we actually have in our life, which is us. The most valuable resource that you have in your life is you. What is you? Well, you is made up of time and space and matter, right? And if you're working 8 hours a day, you're sleeping 8 hours a day, you've got 8 hours left to do the things that you want to do. So what is the best time block structure for you to actually be more disciplined? I want to use a real live example. Let's say that you want to lose weight and your goal is to lose weight. There's only two ways that you can really lose weight, right? And that is through exercise and nutrition. If you're finding it hard to lose weight right now, but you haven't prioritized exercise and you haven't prioritized nutrition, then how can you possibly lose the weight that you're wanting to? It's the same in business. If you want to create a successful business, the first thing that needs to happen is you need to create a successful structure. You need to put time blocks in your calendar so that you don't roll out of bed wondering, what should I do with my day? And so let's just assume that this is a Monday, right? And let's just assume that you wake up at 7 and you have to be at work at 8. And it takes you 40 minutes to commute to work every single day. Now, I'm only saying this because a lot of people lead these lives, right? Where they wake up, they roll out of bed, and then they head straight to work, normally with a donut and a coffee in their hand. But deep down, they know that they want to create something more. But the universe doesn't give us what it is that we want in life. The universe gives us who we are. The universe will give us what we prioritize, what we choose. So let's just say that you're wanting to pursue a goal, but currently you're the type of person that rolls out of bed and goes straight to work. That is the biggest issue. You're waking up and you are prioritizing serving something and someone else other than yourself first thing in the day. My life changed when I stopped serving anyone or anything else until I started to serve myself. Here, here, and here in my body. And so what does that look like? When I wake up, let's just say I start working at 9. I will make sure that I wake up a minimum of 2 to 4 hours before I start work so that I can prioritize myself. I can prioritize myself. And so I'm disciplined in the sense of I have a very, very strong morning routine that I do every single day to get myself in the right state. Now, some people don't have a morning routine, and that's fine. You don't have to have a morning routine, but there needs to be a structure that you follow to serve yourself and to serve where it is that you're going before you serve anyone or anything else. So to give you my routine, what I basically do is, let's just say that this is Monday, okay? In the morning, the very, very first thing that I do is I will wake up between 5 and 6 and I will meditate. Once I finish meditating, the next thing that I do is I will go to the gym. And then once I come home, the next thing that I do is I will journal and I will prepare and I will plan for the day. So my morning routine is that in the morning I will wake up and in my first 2 to 4 hours a day, I will serve myself first. I will do something to serve myself first. And so if you're not currently doing that, I highly suggest that the first moments in the day are spent doing you. Whatever that looks like. Maybe it's working out. Maybe it's hopping on your computer and getting straight into studying. Maybe it's pulling out a journal and writing out what it is that you can be most grateful for. Whatever it is, I believe it's so important that the first thing that you should be working on each and every single day is you and the direction that you're wanting to go. Now, let's just say you're not a morning person, okay? And you don't want to wake up like 4 hours earlier, and you want to, just have that bit of a sleep in. That's okay as well. But it's important for you to prioritize time for yourself first in the day. First in the day. If it's 10 minutes, let it be 10 minutes. If it's 15 minutes, let it be 15 minutes. If it's an hour, so be it. But it's important for you to do that. The second thing that you really need to get clear on, and the second, time block for you to put in your calendar is the time block in the evening of what you want to do after work. What you want to do after work. If you want to create a successful business, if you want to create a successful body, if you want to have a successful relationship, the only reason why you don't have certain things and you have others is the things that you have, you've prioritized, and the things that you don't, you haven't. Right? It's simple as that. And so if you're wanting to, actually move towards a goal like a business, or a goal like a body that you're proud to be in, or a goal like a dream relationship, the only one that can really get that is you. The only one that can get that is you. And you need to be responsible, and you need to have that, level of responsibility that I'm going to do whatever it takes to pursue my goal. Whatever it takes to pursue my goal. So this is the morning, we've done that one. And now we've got the evening. Okay? The evening after dinner, I believe, should include some form of nighttime routine. It should include some form of nighttime routine. And the reason why it's important to have some form of nighttime routine is to prepare yourself for the next day, to prepare yourself to sleep, to feel rested, so the next day you can feel energized, okay? And then what that basically leaves, once you've created a routine for the morning and a routine for the evening, is it creates all of the other things that you basically have time to do. Eating, washing your face, whatever it ends up being, right? All of the other things that you do to live day by day. So it doesn't take that much time to become disciplined on your goals. It doesn't take that much time, but it does take intention. It does take intention. You see, if you have a goal and you feel like it's at the top of a mountain right now, the best way to pursue that goal, which currently feels like it's at the top of a mountain, is to take it day by day. How do you climb a mountain? Step by step. And so if you're wanting to read a book, it's very challenging to read a whole book cover to cover in one day. But it is very simple to read 5 pages a day. It's very simple to read 10 pages a day. It's very simple to read 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. But it's the commitment to the consistency and the discipline of the routine, the discipline of the structure that is going to determine whether or not you create your goal or you don't. Now, if you're watching this and you aren't clear on your goal, that is actually the first place that we need to start. And I have started it last because once you finish watching this video, I want you to get really clear on your goal. In other words, what is the outcome that I'm trying to create in my life? What do I need to get clear on regards to my goal? Where am I actually headed? You see, most people go through life and they don't actually even know where it is that they want to go. They don't know the direction that they want to lead their life. And just as I said before, if you aren't going to pursue your dream, eventually you're going to pursue someone else's. And so I choose in my own life to pursue my goal because I value freedom, I value sovereignty, I value creating life on my terms. And if you're watching this video and you've watched this far, you're probably very similar as well. But if you don't know what it is that you want in your life, you're just going to get what it is that you get. Most people lead a life of quiet desperation. And so I don't want you to lead a life of quiet desperation. I want you to lead a life filled with abundance, filled with joy, filled with excitement, filled with purpose. But it starts by getting clear on your goal and then breaking it down. Note, breaking it down. Most people do not get what they want because one, they're not clear. And then two, they don't live in the reality of understanding that every single thing that we desire takes time, takes consistency, takes patience, takes perceived setbacks, takes perceived failures, takes perceived shortcomings. But if you can really start to get clear on where it is that you want to go and start to break it down, you will start to feel disciplined because you are honoring your highest purpose. You are honoring your truth. You are honoring the direction that you know you desire to go. And so if you don't know how to work out your goal, that's okay. I have actually included a free worksheet down below for you to get clear on your goal so that you can start progressing your life forwards and feeling better about yourself in the area of discipline and in the area that you are choosing to pursue. And so I really, really hope this video has helped you understand that in actual fact, you are disciplined. It's just about understanding the truth, understanding the structure, and understanding your outcome. Okay? So the truth, prioritizing the things that you have decided to prioritize. So if you're prioritizing your job, you're disciplined in your job. If you decided to prioritize your health, you're disciplined in your health. If you are wanting to create a goal and you are currently not there, you got to ask yourself, am I prioritizing it in my life? The structure of how to prioritize, putting it in your calendar. And if you don't have a calendar, Google Calendar is an amazing resource. All right. It's a resource that, if you have a Gmail account, you just get for free. And you can have it on your phone. You can also have it on your laptop. I have it on both. If Google Calendar does not work and you would rather not have a calendar on your phone, then get a calendar journal. Do it the old school way. Regardless though, it's very important for you to know what you're doing on a daily basis so that you can create a life by design rather than a life of quiet desperation. And then the final thing is the outcome. Get clear. Get clear on what it is that you want to create, where it is that you want to go, right? And the life it is that you dream to lead. So that's it from me. If you liked this video, comment, like, subscribe down below. Let me know what you got value from. And if you're wanting the goal setting document, it is in a Google document down below in the description page of this video. It is a blessing to serve you, and I really hope you got a lot of value from today. I'm excited to share with you all of the things that are coming. Much love, Kai.